Hey everyone. Okay, let's do these. Okay, wow. All majors. We got the Hanged Man and the Chariot. So those are big cards. So any of us who have been feeling stuck, that's about to change. And it's going to change. This is under the deck, the King of Swords, by our own mental thoughts changing and our perspective changing and our determination and our goals, like what we formulate in our mind, it's going to shift, okay? And that's going to happen while we're in this time of suspension where we feel like we can't make the changes happen that we want, and nothing's going on, and we just feel like we're sort of spinning our wheels and wasting time. If we can use this time wisely, and instead of sitting here going, I'm hanging upside down, I want to get down, I want to get down, I want to get down, and this sucks, instead say, okay, you know what, this isn't ideal, this isn't where I want to be, but instead of wasting my time worrying and stressing with all sorts of negative and unproductive emotions and thoughts and whatnot, I'm going to use this time wisely and realize right now I'm not going anywhere, but I can still use this time wisely. And let's broaden my perspective. Am I stuck here? Why am I stuck here? Is it really that I'm stuck and I can't do anything? Or is it more in my mind? Really break out your inner King of Swords and say, what can I do? Make a list. Look at the big picture. Ask people's advice. Ask people's opinions, and really be open to them. And I think what's going to happen is, if we can broaden our perspective, we're going to gain some enlightenment, that really we're going to go, holy crap, I need to make some changes. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, this is definitely sort of a divorce coming final, or you're just dealing with the breakup of some sort of situation, or something that hit you emotionally that came to an end. But something's going to happen this month where you're going to feel validated. You're going to find something out where you're like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't making this stuff up. And it just feels good to feel validated and have someone else say, I saw things the same way. I felt the same way. Without even you telling them. And it's like, yes, I'm not crazy. I'm not the problem. I mean, we all participate in everything, so we all have some blame, or we're all involved on some level. But there are some blatant things that just are, and so you're going to get some validation, and feel like maybe some karma's coming through, and you're kind of like, oh, your faith is restored in the universe. And it's going to be a really fresh start for you. We have the Magician here. It's like you're ready. You're ready to move on. You're ready to start moving forward. And you're being very, I don't want to say calculating, because that sounds sort of negative, and it's not a negative feeling I'm getting. It's like you're very focused on what you want. Like, you have a clear thought of where you're going, and you're going there, and you're not going to let fear or people's negativity or guilt or someone trying to emotionally manipulate you. It's like, no, I know where I'm going. You're very clear on what's going on. You're focused, and you're not letting other people to bring uh, to inject, all sorts of other stuff into a situation. It's like, you know what? No, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I see it clearly, and I'm good. I'm moving forward. It's like a very healthy feeling. Yeah, I mean, you have this. You're like, I know where I'm going. I have my idea, and I'm moving forward with it. And this idea is pretty. If you started a business or are thinking of starting a business, I mean, you're going to start to see your ships come in. You have the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. If you're a single person, like, you are going to be okay. Like, you're going to make your own money. You're going to build your own business. You're going to buy your own house, have a successful business out of your home. But this isn't something that's just going to happen overnight. Like, this is something, if you've been planning something for a long time, with these two cards, it's like, I've done my work, I've planted my harvest, and you've just been waiting for your ships to come in, and they're definitely coming in. So any sort of pain and heartache from the past, it's like, that's going away, because you really have this fresh start, this Magician, and these two can mean some new love coming in, if that's something that you're open to, or if you're single. There's definitely some sort of offer coming in, and I think it's something that would be quite beneficial for you to. So it could be an offer for some sort of, if you're in court. So I would definitely consider it, but talk to your lawyer. What else do I see? This can sometimes be sort of, I know it's a sword card, but it's kind of like, it's all of a sudden like you'll think of someone that you never thought of as being a potential romantic partner, and something shifts in your brain, and you're like, oh my God, like, maybe I see them this way. It's like it's just your perspective changes, or your thoughts change, and maybe in past relationships you had gone after a certain type of person, and then you realize you're like I have a friend who only likes tall people. It's like, and they haven't been the greatest relationships, and it's just like, maybe you should consider that tall is not the best barometer for a person's character. You know what I'm saying? And that's a ridiculous, silly example, although it's a true example. So it's like, maybe I need to think about things differently and look at things differently. And when you do that, it starts to bring in these opportunities. It's like, you're not so fixed. You're ready to move forward, but move forward with an open mind, and welcome in the abundance. It's like, you're like ready. It's like you're feeling good. You're flying high. You've been successful, and you're ready to manifest. And I feel like a lot of you are sort of doing this alone. But it will lead to success for your people, if that makes sense. It's something that will be a legacy. It's like something you will build up that will help sustain people close to you, and even your family in the future. And it may be something a little unusual. This card, she does something that's like stereotypically not, like, she trains falcons. Well, that wouldn't, at least historically, have been something maybe a woman would have done. So take that to mean in modern day, it's just something that traditionally isn't something that that someone from your background, race, gender, not to, even though that's racist and sexist and all those things, we still don't tend to think of, and I'm not going to be able to think of an example. If I do, it's going to offend someone. I mean, even 50 years ago, it was unusual for a woman to be a doctor. They tended to be a nurse. That's not like that anymore, but it's something like that. It's like, do something that people wouldn't necessarily, don't be afraid to break out into something where other people, even that know you, may not think that, oh, I wouldn't have seen her doing that. Like, I didn't know Jen was a tarot reader. That type of idea. Okay, I've stammered and babbled enough. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.